What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? It is Coach Cole, and I am just getting home from my youth group. So I didn't even take time to change into some sports clothes tonight. We're just gonna go with the Frenzy. What's up, everybody? If you're here with me right now, it is time for the Sports Frenzy Show. Season 13, episode number 6. Are you guys ready? Because I am. All right. Now this is the first time, at least that I can remember in a very long time. You guys are going to be shocked by this. The coach comes home from youth group, and I go to get my trademark lemonade out of the refrigerator. I'm out of lemonade. Can you believe that? First time in the show in many, many years, the coach doesn't have lemonade on the show. He's strictly drinking water tonight on the show. Excuse me. And I've been having some sinus issues as well, so the water will come in handy for that. But it just occurred to me as we were filming the show right now, I did not get frenzy sheets sent out to everybody, so those will be coming shortly after the video. I apologize for that. It's been another busy week. That's how we roll around here these days. We're all busy, but Frenzy continues. Busy or not, Sports Frenzy is always somewhat ready to go. All right. Let's see. What was I gonna say before we get into this? How about those Lions, huh? Yeah. Very bad week for the Detroit Lions, and probably a blessing that they don't play this week. Last I knew, there was like 7, maybe 8 injuries, and you could tell. I won't use that word that I'm not allowed to use, but I will say this: that Professor Jeff Plum said I couldn't use that old saying that they used to say about the Lions all the time. But I will say this: they looked awful this past week. So they need a break and time to heal up. So no Lions games this week, but we've got plenty of other action for you. We still have lots of football action, still covering pretty much strictly football on the show, but other sports are around the corner. Other sports are still going on right now. Thing I've been noticing a lot more since I've been riding bus. We listen to a lot of WLEN for weather and road reports and everything. It's a possibility I could cover it sometime in the future. I'm not sure how I'll work that in there yet or how I'll do it. I haven't explored it yet. But there's volleyball action going on right now in the world of high school sports. So, yeah, we got that going on. It's all football. Baseball playoffs are going on right now. Haven't covered any of them yet. We might get to that shortly, or we might just stick to the World Series. I'm not sure how I'm going to follow that one yet. But high school action, jumping into high school action this week. We have week. Let's get to it. Let's see here. High school football is quickly coming to an end. We're on week number 8 of high school football action. Gosh, I don't know if it's just because I've been super busy or what it is, but it just feels like it's been a really quick season for high school football. All right, so most of our games will be Friday night games that kick off at 7 p.m. And I say most of them. We will have some other changes as we go on because some of these games have been being played on Saturday. But let's jump right into the action. This week, we're starting off with the Sturgis Trojans. They have 5 wins and 2 losses. And they are traveling to Adrian. The Adrian Maples, who have 3 wins and 4 losses. And I just know we have some Maple fans out there in the form of Paulson's Room. That's right. I know we got some Maple fans out there. This is a home game. 3 wins, 4 losses. And did you guys know? Well, some of you do know. The football, Adrian's football field is literally just a hop, skip, and jump away from Coach Cole's Sports Frenzy domain here. And yet, I still haven't made it to any games this season. Figure that one out. So anyway, we got, excuse me. Of course, I would start coughing now. We got the Sturgis Trojans with 5 wins, 2 losses, taking on the Adrian Maples, 3 wins, 4 losses. All right, Maples fans, Paulson's Room, how you guys feeling about your Adrian Maples this week? You guys have shown improvement. This has been an improved team this season. And it's a home game. You going to let Sturgis beat you guys? Is Sturgis going to win this game tonight, Friday night? What do you think? Come on, Paulson's Room. Are you guys going for your Adrian Maples? Let's hear it. Cheer them on in the hallway. I'm sure there's some players walking around the hallways that would like to hear an awesome chant from the Paulson Room. And I know you guys can chant over there. I just know you can. And you can do your dances and you can cheer loud. And because, I know Paulson. Paulson used to dance. I don't know if she's got as many dance moves as she used to, but she had some dance moves. Come on, Maple fans. Let's hear it for your Adrian Maples. Let's go, Maples. Let's go, Maples. Let's go, Maples. I can't hear you guys. I know, we do. We teach to use your quiet voice indoors. But for these chants, for these cheers, for Sports Frenzy, as long as you have permission from your teachers, we get loud and we get proud for your guys' school. So let's hear it one more time for the Adrian Maples. And I'm giving the victory to the Maples at home this week. Go Maples. All right, our next game. We have the Napoleon Pirates. The Pirates be 7 wins and 0 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against they started off red hot, but are starting to struggle a little bit this season. Don't know if that'll get me in trouble. The Addison Panthers, they have 4 wins and 3 losses. And yes, as you all know, Coach Cole graduated from Addison, so I am technically an Addison Panther. And they are, like I said, I feel like they've been struggling this season. They started off red hot, and they have a 4-win record and 3 losses, going up against a very good Napoleon Pirates team who are undefeated. Addison is at home. Panther fans do not like it when you talk bad about them, but I'm struggling with this one. This is an undefeated team, 7-0. Well, I don't think I've gotten myself in too much trouble with Panther fans yet this season. I have turned on the Maples at one point this season. I have gotten myself in trouble with a few other teams. So it's time to have the Panthers, some of my former people I graduated with and people of the Addison area. It is your turn to get mad at Coach Cole, because I have not gone against the Panthers much this season at all. I've been pretty much on board with the Panthers. But Napoleon is undefeated. And sorry, Panther fans, and I'm going to get my hate mail for this one. This is trouble for Coach. You guys know that. I got to go Napoleon for the win this week. as they are undefeated, and the Panthers have been slipping a bit. Going against the Panthers, and I'm in trouble for that one, guaranteed. Next up, we have the Blissfield Royals. The Royals have 2 wins, 5 losses. They've had a tough season this year as well. They've gone up against some of the best teams in high school. And they are traveling to Onstead to play against the Onstead Wildcats. The Wildcats this season have really struggled as well. They only have 1 win and 6 losses. The Onstead Wildcats, who are usually really, really good. So a tough season for the Wildcats, and really not the greatest season for the Blissfield Royals. But the Wildcats, I haven't seen them play, and I just don't know. I don't know. I am feeling. I feel like Blissfield's going to come away with a victory this week over the Onstead Wildcats. Next up, this is 8-man football action. We have the Britton Deerfield Patriots. The Patriots are getting back on their winning ways. They have 4 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Inland Lake Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 5 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is Saturday at 1 p.m. Yes, this is a Saturday game. You heard me say it. Saturday at 1 p.m. I like BD still. I'm going Britton Deerfield Patriots for the victory in this one. Even on the road. All right. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorite teams. The Clinton Red Wolves. The Red Wolves have 7 wins and 0 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Hillsdale Hornets. The Hornets not doing so well. They have 3 wins, 4 losses. Honestly, this should not be a problem for the Clinton Red Wolves this week. The Red Wolves, I think, get the win easily in Hillsdale. Go Red Wolves. Next up, we have the Ida Blue Streaks. Ida has 2 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to and playing against one of Coach Cole's favorite teams and an honorary member of this football team, the Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. Yes, the Eagles have struggled this season. They have 1 win and 6 losses. But you have to remember, they have a new coach, a new system. Yes, they have Coach Randolph return and helping on the team, but it is still a new system. And I haven't really had much of a chance to see Coach Randolph much this season. But, they've put up a fight in some games. And some of a couple weeks ago, they did not let me down, even when they did lose. They made it so I didn't have to eat something gross because they played a really hard game. So it's not that this team isn't playing hard. This says it's a Saturday game. And Coach Ron, you can correct me on that if this ends up being wrong, but this is what I got off of Max Preps. Says it's a Saturday kickoff at 7 p.m. If that's different, you can just shoot me a message real quick or something, and I won't be able to correct it on the video, but then I will at least know. Anyway, you guys know who I got. I will never give up on my Columbia Central Golden Eagles, who always include Coach Cole. Let's go, Columbia Central. You can get it done this week. Next up, we have the Hudson Tigers. They have 7 wins and 0 losses. Do we know anybody over in Hudson area? Do we? Yes, we do. How about Logan's classroom over there in Hudson? How about the Hudson Tigers, undefeated so far this season? Let's hear it for the Hudson Tigers over there in Hudson. Let's go, Hudson. Let's go, Hudson. Let's go, Hudson. You guys are on the road this week, though. You're traveling to and playing against the Dundee Vikings. The Vikings have 6 wins and 1 loss. But we know who we're going for in this one, right? Come on, Hudson fans. Let's hear it for your Hudson Tigers. Come on, Logan's Room. I can't hear you guys over there. That's not very loud. You got to get louder than that. Again, I know we practice our inside voices, but we want the football fans, the football team, to hear you guys cheering for them and let them know you love them. The Hudson Tigers. And, I got to say, too, now that my bus route I'm on, I'm in Hudson every day because I have 3 students that live over there in Hudson. So I'm in the Hudson area. And so we need to hear some loudness for those Hudson Tigers. I'm still working on getting some Hudson Tiger gear, too. Let's go, Tigers. Let's go, Tigers. Let's go, Tigers. I'm giving Hudson Tigers the win. Oh, here we go. 8-man football action. And also, here we go, because this is this week's It's Your First three-point bonus game. It's your first three-point bonus game. Come on, everybody. It's your first 3-point bonus. Game. Yes, it is. It's your first 3-point bonus game of the week. As we have the Lenawee Christian Cougars. They have 6 wins and 1 loss. And they are traveling to and playing against the Climax Scott Panthers, who also have 6 wins and 1 loss. And now you know why that is one of our 3-point bonus games this week, because this one is going to be a great game. And a shout out to Melissa Morton family, who their son plays for the Lenawee Christian team. And I am going with the Lenawee Christian Cougars for the victory. All right, next up. This, I believe, is considered a rivalry game. A little history on these two. Way back in the day that I can remember, not for all sports, but wrestling, Madison and Sand Creek used to have their wrestling teams together when they were both on the smaller side of things. And I remember this because I believe they were a combined wrestling group when my son Isaac was younger and he wrestled. But anyway, things over the years have really kind of tightened up with these two teams as far as liking each other goes. And didn't, correct me on this if I'm wrong, didn't Sand Creek's football coach leave to coach at Madison? To become the coach at Madison? Am I correct on that? One of your coaches did? Somebody left? Anyway, Madison Trojans, they're not great this season, but they have 3 wins and 4 losses. And they are on the road traveling to a very much struggling Sand Creek Aggies team this year. The Aggies have 1 win and 6 losses. It has not been a good season for the Aggies. I haven't had a chance to get up and talk to Dan to see what it is, if they're just a young team this year. I think they had a lot of people graduate last year as part of the problem. I didn't talk to either one of the Boring brothers to find out what's going on. But yeah, so they have 1 win and 6 losses. Madison, 3 wins, 4 losses. And I'm sorry, Aggie fans. It has been a struggle for you guys this season. I haven't even got to see the gameplay, but it hasn't been pretty for you guys. I got to go with the Madison Trojans for the victory. All right, next up, we have 8-man football action again. Excuse me. This is the St. Mary Panthers. They have 0 wins and 6 losses. This could be, folks, the last 2 weeks in a row. Morenci has not seen action at all. It's been a forfeit by Morenci. And Morenci has their 1 win and 6 losses on the season because they got a forfeit win last week. So this is the battle of the forfeits. Do we think this game's even going to get played? I don't know. It's a 12 o'clock kickoff on Saturday if somebody decides to show up and play. At this point, there might not even be a game. I put them on the sheets because they're part of our, teams. But like I said, 2 weeks ago, Morenci forfeited the game, and this past week, the other team forfeited. So Morenci hasn't seen action in a few weeks, and honestly, I shouldn't say this. I will say this. I'm not going to say what my other comment was going to be. I will say this. Forfeit or not, a 0-6 record and a 1-6 record. This week, somebody comes away a winner. I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. You realize if Morenci didn't get a forfeit win, both these teams would be 0-6 right now. The only reason Morenci has their 1 win is because of a forfeit. I'm not feeling this game. I'm not going to vote on this one. I don't know which team's going to forfeit. Somebody in this 8-man league is probably going to forfeit, so it's a no vote for me. I just am not feeling that one at all. I don't have a clue who's going to be the forfeiter. All right, we're just going to move right along on that one. How about those Tecumseh Indians, huh? The Tecumseh Indians are undefeated this season at 7 wins, 0 losses. I've heard they have 19 seniors on the team. So this is either the year for them right here, right now is their time for those 19 seniors that are on the team this year. And they are on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Clarenceville Trojans. The Trojans have 5 wins and 2 losses. How do you guys feel about Morency's chances? I'm feeling pretty good about this this Tecumseh team, I should say. How do you feel about Tecumseh's chances? Going to Clarenceville Trojans, who have 5 wins, 2 losses. I'm feeling pretty good about the Tecumseh Indians' undefeated season. I do not feel like this is going to be the game that takes them down. I think they stay undefeated this week. I'm going with the Tecumseh Indians for the victory. All right, that was our last high school football game of the week. We are moving into college football action, and if I got this right, it is week number 7 for college football. These are our local teams going into action first. I think they're a week behind everybody else, so it'll be like week 3, 6. No, it's week 7 for them. Okay, it's week 7 for them. Disregard what I just said. So anyway, first up, we have the Kalamazoo Hornets. The Hornets have 3 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against your Adrian Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 4 wins, 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is going to be, excuse me, 5 p.m. And this one I heard is going to be on the Cave radio station out of Adrian, if you want to listen to it. But it's at home, so you could just go there and watch the game. I am going with the Adrian Bulldogs for the victory. Excuse me. Next up, we have your other local team, Siena Heights Saints. The Saints are struggling a bit this season with 2 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to a school that is really struggling now. The Madonna Crusaders. The Crusaders have 0 wins and 7 losses. Kickoff for this game is where is my logo? There it is. Kickoff for this game's 1 p.m. Got a 1 p.m. kickoff for that game. And I'm giving the Siena Heights Saints the victory. All right, next up we have the Hillsdale Chargers. The Chargers have 3 wins, and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Northwood Timberwolves. They have 2 wins and 4 losses. Kickoff for this game is 1 p.m. This is not a televised game. Neither was the Siena Heights game. Neither one of these games are televised. 1 p.m. kickoff. And I'm going to go with the Hillsdale Chargers for the victory. All right, now we move into our NCAA football games. And this next game, it's your second. I said it's your second. It's your second. 3-point bonus game. 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. We have the 10th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. They have 5 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the 5th ranked, the mighty Michigan Wolverines, who are 6 wins and 0 losses. Go Blue. Kickoff for this game. This is a hold that thought for just a second. 12 p.m. kickoff. And we all know who's going to win this one, because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail the power. Hail, hail the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Let's go blue. Let's go blue. Let's go blue. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue, because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail the mighty. Yes, I said it. The mighty. Go blue. Michigan. Go blue. Wolverines, baby. Go blue. Update on Coach Mike Hart. He is not back on the sideline yet, but he has been participating in team meetings with the team via Zoom. So they know their coach is going to be back and in good hands. So mentally, they'll be back in the game this week with him. I don't think he's going to be on the sidelines back this week yet, but they will want to win this for Coach Hart. And Coach Hart, get back there on the sidelines again quickly and soon, because your boys miss you and we miss you on the sidelines. We can see what you've done for this team, and you are true blue and a mighty Michigan Wolverine. And as you can see, even with my youth group church shirt on, they made it in the Michigan Wolverine colors for me, and they did it perfectly. So I really appreciate that, and always representing the Michigan Go Blue Boys. So it is indeed Go Blue. And one more time, just because we love it, and I know you guys do, because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail the power. Hail the mighty Michigan, go Wolverines, go blue. Hail to old Michigan, hail, hail, Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue! And then after all that hype and craziness, next up, we have the Wisconsin Badgers. They have 3 wins, 3 losses. They're traveling to and playing against the East Lansing Burning Couches, a.k.a. the Sparties. And the Sparties have been burning couches for all the wrong reasons this season. They have 2 wins and 4 losses and have been playing absolutely horrible. And yet, Coach Tucker has a 10-year deal. What has happened, Sparty fans? What has happened to your team? And I'm being serious about that. That's not being like a cut you down. I'm just curious. What do you guys think has happened this season? What difference has a year made? Is there injuries? I don't follow the Sparties that closely, so I don't know. Is Coach Tucker not going to be the coach that everybody thought he was going to be? What's your plan? Anyway, kickoff for this game is at 4 p.m. I put it on there for you Sparty fans, but I could not find a TV channel for this game. I don't think this game is being televised. So, and truth is, and this comes from a lot of reliable sources that I have on Twitter and everything, Sparty fans have given up on their team. They didn't even fill the stadium. They haven't been filling the stadium. Stadium was really bare. Excuse me. A week before that, they were booing their team and cheering the other team. So it is not a good time to be a Sparty. I'm going Wisconsin for the win. All right. Big droppings in the rankings for Bama viewers. Alabama Crimson Tide. They dropped into 3rd place. 3rd this season. First time they've been 3rd this season is what I was trying to say. And they may have a challenge on their hands this week. Oh, they are. It's crazy, though. They are 6-0. They're getting the victories. It's just not the dominant victories they're used to. Are Bama fans concerned? Bama viewer, you have any? Are you confused? Not confused. Do you have any concerns about your team this season? I mean, shouldn't be too many concerns. They're still undefeated. Yeah, so they dropped 3rd in the rankings. I've heard people say rankings this early in the season pretty much mean nothing anyway. Rankings are pretty pointless. So Bama fans might think that. Anyway, they're traveling to the 6th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers. They have 5 wins, 0 losses. Kickoff for this game. This is a 3:30 kickoff, and it's going to be on, you can watch it on CBS. Well, these guys are always on here because I know Bama viewer likes her football, and she's a Bama fan, obviously, and we have a few Bama fans on the show. So I'm going to say Roll Tide Roll as I go with Bama viewers, Alabama Crimson Tide. They're not going to let third in the rankings bother them too much. We'll see what happens this week. All right, next up, we have the 5th-ranked Clemson Tigers. The Tigers have 6 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Florida State Seminoles. The Seminoles, they came out swinging this season, but have cooled off a little bit in the last 2 weeks. They have 4 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game will be 7:30 on ABC. I still believe in the Florida Seminoles. I think the Seminoles are going to get it done this week against Clemson. And that should help them get back into the rankings. All right. Okay, we are moving into NFL football action, and as I said earlier in the show, yes, this week the Lions do not have to go through misery; they have a bye week. This is week 6 for NFL action, and these games are as mentioned. So I tried to find the best games I could. These are up for possibly they could be on our Fox channel, or it might be a different game on our Fox channel. Not sure. They never clearly tell me that. It always just says Fox. So we have the New York Jets. They have 3 wins and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Green Bay Packers, who also have 3 wins and 2 losses. Again, this is a 1 p.m. kickoff, and it might be on Fox. And I always like to see if they will tell me the odds in this game. Let's find out. Let's see. Okay, let's ask Siri real quick. Hey Siri, who's predicted to win between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers this weekend? Hey Siri, who's predicted to win between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers this weekend?
I'm hearing that the Packers are favored to defeat the Jets by 7.5 points.
Ooh. I mean, the Packers do still have Aaron Rodgers. This is being played at home. Yeah, I guess I'll just go with the Green Bay Packers for the win. All right, and our last NFL game of the week, we have the Carolina Panthers. They have 1 win and 4 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Matthew Stafford LA Rams, who have 2 wins and 3 losses. This past week, Matthew Stafford must have felt like he was back in Detroit because he was getting hit hard for several times. Yes, so this is a 4:00 kickoff, and this is supposed to be on Fox also. Let's just for fun see who's favored in this one. Hey Siri, who's favored to win between the Carolina Panthers and the LA Rams?
The odds favor the Rams over the Panthers by 10 points.
Ooh, 10 points. That's pretty much, well, let's see if Matthew Stafford can pull that off with it this week. Who am I to argue with Siri? I'm going to go with the LA Rams for the victory. Excuse me. De-hum. Okay. Let's find out a couple things about NASCAR here. Hey Siri, how many NASCAR races are left?
Here's what I found.
Siri, how many NASCAR races are left?
I found this on the web.
All right. Hey Siri, where is the NASCAR race at this weekend?
The 2022 South Point Font will be held at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada on Sunday, the 16th of October.
Okay, it's at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And it's a 2:30 race. It's a longer lap race. It's 267 laps. Hey Siri, who are the top 5 NASCAR racers at the moment?
The South Point 400 will be held on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Siri, can you give me the top 10 NASCAR racers at the moment, please?
The South Point 400 will be held on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Current top 10 NASCAR racers.
Here's what I found.
All right, so your current top 10. We have Chase Elliott with 4,046 points, Joey Logano with 4,026 points, Ross Chastain in number 3 with 4,021 points. Christopher Bell sits at number 4 with 4,018 points. Ryan Blaney sits at number 5 with 4,015 points. William Byron sits in 6th place with 415 points. Denny Hamlin sits in 7th place with 4,013 points. Chase Briscoe sits at 8th with 4,009 points. Kyle Larson sits at 9th with 2,200 points. Daniel Suarez sits at 10th with 2,162 points. Okay, so this week I'm going to give the win to I'm just going to go with Chase Elliott since he has the most wins right now. That's what I'm going with for that. All right. I'm going to go to the Sports Frenzy group page. And I have been forgetting to do this lately, gotten a little lax and lazy on that. Those of you who don't know, you can follow us on our Facebook page, Sports Frenzy. I called it the Sports Frenzy Nation because we have lots of interaction on the page. Anybody that's a member of this page can post and comments on sports-related material and topics because Coach Cole isn't always able to get to all of them, especially as busy as he's been lately at work. It's always cool that other people may post something breaking news-wise that I didn't necessarily get a chance to post. You can do that too if you're a member of our Facebook page. If you're not a member of our Facebook page, how's come you haven't joined yet? You can find it right through my personal page, Tim Cole, or you can go to the Sports Frenzy Facebook page and ask to join, and I work on getting you into membership as quickly as I possibly can. If you just want to rewatch the show and it's not rewatch the show that I've sent out on email, then you can go to our YouTube page that we also have, which is Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1 is our YouTube page. I also have the Twitter page, which is where my dork side is. Also, I chit chat. I do things. I post a lot of sports stuff, but I also sometimes get into my dorky side with food I like, comics, situations like that. I haven't been posting too much lately, other than mostly sports stuff because it's a busy time in sports. But that is also, just so you know, my dork side, and it's at Sports Frenzy 1. We have a Twitter page, and that's at Sports Frenzy 1 too. I haven't done it, or TikTok is what I meant. We have a TikTok page. I haven't really done anything with that. It's just there to say we have a TikTok page at this point. Maybe some point I'll get a chance to try and use it. And we also have the Instagram page, which is at Sports Frenzy 1. All right, so the few details I have this week. Oh, well, our Carolina Panthers game. Baker Mayfield will miss multiple weeks with a high ankle sprain. So, I mean, I guess that shows why. Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott thumb is still not quite correct, and he still is not expected to play Sunday. Good news for the Dolphins. Their quarterback. Tayu? Is that how you pronounce his name? Is returning to playoff. Not returning to the game this week, but he could be returning soon. He was able to go out on the field and throw around today per some of his concussion protocols. Devontae Adams is facing NFL discipline and potentially even a suspension for shoving a cameraman to the ground on Monday's night's loss to the Chiefs. The Browns made a trade for Falcons linebacker Deion Jones in an exchange for a late-round draft pick. Red Wings recently cut 15 players from their roster as they're starting to work towards finalizing this season's roster. And that looks like I currently have you up to date on what I know at the moment and up-to-date stuff on Sports Frenzy. All right, guys. So that's it for this week's show. Want to thank everybody for joining us once again. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Get out there and enjoy some sports or whatever you do. It's going to be a cooler side weekend from what I understand. So, yeah, take in lots of football. All right, I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone, and we'll see you back here hopefully Sunday night for the weekend wrap-up edition of Sports Frenzy. Until then, have a great time with your family and loved ones, and we'll talk to you again real soon. I'm the coach, and I'm out for now.